Hey everybody, this is MESHACH from Baton Rouge. I just wanted to take a second and answer some questions. A couple people have asked, a lot of people have asked about how some of this stuff is working, like booking a tour by myself and going on tour on a train, and how do you pack and what do you bring and all that kind of stuff. So this is the train travel checklist as far as I can tell so far. If you have other suggestions or other ideas, please feel free to throw them in there. The first thing is snacking. On the train, there's usually a cafe car or some kind of a vending machine set up, or a cafe car plus a restaurant plus a vending machine or whatever. All of that stuff gets pretty expensive, and it's not that great of food. It's okay, but it's not fantastic. So I would snack a lot first. So I bring trail mix. I bring a lot of stuff to mix into hot water, because they give away free hot water at all the snacking places. So I bring like ramen noodles in a cup. I bring tea to mix up, emergency packages or kind of a must, and then I bring stuff like a water bottle and chewing gum, like that. And yeah, and that usually takes care of everything with a good mix of granola bars and that kind of stuff. Usually you can kind of make it between trade stops and not break the bank on terrible concession stand food. And then sleeping, I bring a travel pillow, one of those wraparound travel pillows that are really great, a little blanket, and they're usually pretty good. But I also would recommend bringing a sleeping mask and some headphones or earplugs, because at night it can get pretty hard to concentrate, pretty hard to sleep. It gets pretty bright, and a lot of people are bringing kids on the train, which is fine, but they get pretty loud. And then for hygiene, I bring wet wipes, because you can't always go to the bathroom and expect to walk out any cleaner than you walked in. I bring flossing sticks, so you can just floss really quick and throw them away. And then I have a couple other things that I bring just in case. So I have a travel sewing kit, which has a bunch of like safety pins and all the obvious stuff that a sewing kit would have. That's super helpful. You just never know when you're going to need it, and it's not always to repair stuff. It's sometimes just to like tie together the curtains so they don't keep opening or whatever you need to do. Bring a couple of band-aids. You don't need a bunch of them, but it's definitely a pain if you need a band-aid on the train, you don't have one. And then finally, here's a couple of other tips that I'm kind of learning as I go here. Sleep when you can, pee when you can, stretch when you can, not when you have to. Because you never know when you're going to get another chance to do those things. So when there's a bathroom nearby, go to it. When you can, shut your eyes and take a nap, do it, because you just never know. And finally, don't bring, this is an important lesson I'm learning as I go. When you're packing, don't bring backups of things that you can easily replace on the road, like socks, underwear, undershirts, that kind of stuff. If you run out, if they're all dirty or whatever, that stuff is really cheap to pick up, and you don't want to have to pack a whole bunch of extra of those things and not use them. It's better to need them and then pick some up really cheaply at a gas station or a Walmart or something along the way, and not have to pack extra stuff. So those are my train travel tips. Hope that helps. And I'll answer a few more questions in another video for how to book a tour and how to do all kinds of things, like land a plane in an emergency and ward off cobras, all that kind of stuff. Coming soon. Thanks. See ya.